Alrighty, gang, we are back in the kitchen. Okay, we've been away from the kitchen for a while, but today we are going to cook. We are going to make turkey spaghetti for 10 people, and I also have some garlic bread. Hey, best friend, I miss you. I have not been cooking. My shoulder has been hurting, but today we are back in the kitchen. We're cooking. We're making my all-time favorite spaghetti. I had to add a little twist on it, so I said turkey spaghetti, make it a little different because I'm always making a spaghetti. Okay, I will have to check that, y'all. I've been so much going on. But you're tuned in to Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also support the channel, and keep the stove on. Hey Zena, you are just in time. We just booted this up. I have not been cooking all week, so that's why I'm a little bit late. Speaking of which, I'm sorry I'm late, you guys. When I have not cooked for a while, it is really hard to kind of like snap back into the gist of things. And for me, I'm on StreamYard, so when I do these cooking lives, and I didn't prep anything out because I just went to the store today, so sorry for my absence, but we are here now. El Cheapo, what is going on? What's going on? Now let me get the music right. Hold on, y'all. And we have made spaghetti so many times on this channel, but today we're doing turkey spaghetti. So if you're someone who doesn't like pork or you don't want to eat beef, this recipe is perfect for you. I'm also going to share this recipe with you guys probably later on tonight. Okay, so I'm using angel hair pasta. YouTube might flip this video, but I'm using angel hair pasta. Whatever pasta you use is alright. I like angel hair or like the thin pasta. I grew up eating regular spaghetti pasta, which is a little bit thicker, and so then when I had the angel hair and thin spaghetti, I thought it just soaked up the sauce so good. I also have 2 pounds of ground turkey right here. We're gonna keep this covered, and I have my peppers and onions. I have some onions here, white onions, green bell pepper, red bell pepper. I got some mushrooms. See, Ava's gonna be mad at me because I'm putting all this stuff in here. But this is how I really like my spaghetti. But there's my mushrooms right there. And then you can buy your tomato sauce, your spaghetti sauce from the store already made, or you can make your own. Today we are gonna make our own tomato sauce or spaghetti sauce. We have crushed tomatoes, and I have some tomato sauce. My dad used to do this trick where he would put tomato sauce in his spaghetti. But okay, so I have a little bit of fresh garlic, but I also have some jar garlic. Fresh garlic is the way to go, but I did not get any when I went to the store. We got garlic, Worcestershire sauce. I know I'm not saying it right. If you know how to say Worcestershire sauce, put a 1 in the chat. You can't say it, put a 2. Cajun seasoning, salt and pepper, a little bit of parsley to garnish with. And we're going to try to put some Goya seasoning in our spaghetti and see what it tastes like. Goya is my new favorite. It's like a Goya adobo seasoning. It's really good. So we're going to put some in there, some red pepper flakes. We got our garlic powder. We have Italian seasoning, basil, and oregano. You do not have to memorize all this. I'm going to share this with you. Okay, so do not worry. I'm going to make it very easy. No, I did not try that yet. All right. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get some water on for our noodles. It's so hard to cook and talk. It's so hard. But I be doing it, y'all. I be doing it. So we're going to get some water on for our noodles. I like to put a little bit of salt in my water. And then we have our garlic bread. We're going to just put this off to the side. Like that. How's everybody's day doing today? Make sure you guys check out the live stream from earlier. Zena says it's called Wash Your Sister's Sauce. That's what, you know what? You're kind of right about that, Zena, because I know every time I say that name, I know I'm getting it wrong, but y'all know what I mean. That sauce that can nobody spell, but everybody loves it. So we're going to put our, it's the wrong burner, water on. I put a little bit of salt in my water. Kosher salt. Before I was using sea salt. What type of salt do you guys use? Because there are so many different types of salt. Okay. We're going to put our sauce over here. Our, not our sauce yet. Our tomato sauce. And we got crushed tomatoes. We're going to put those back over here. And we're going to make room. We're going to get our pan on here. Oh, yes. Yes, my sister uses Himalayan pink salt, too. I did not dislike the Himalayan pink salt. I didn't really care for it. Like, I didn't really see a big difference. And Zena said, I love making my own pasta sauce. It's super easy. So easy. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start by sauteing our veggies. I'm going to give y'all a little bit closer. Make sure y'all can see the pan. We're going to saute our veggies. Get those sweated down. Let all the flavor come out. We got our noodles on. We're going to saute our veggies, and then in a separate pan, we're going to do our meat separately because we have 2 pounds of ground turkey. And I want it to cook. Then we're going to mix them together. Then we're going to start building our sauce. The key to a really good spaghetti sauce is to really build those flavors. And y'all see me make spaghetti so much. I know y'all tired of me having this talk with y'all. Okay, so we wait for our pan to heat up. And while our pan's heated, I'll make a drink. And this is what we're going to start sauteing. We're going to start building those flavors. And this is 1 whole onion, about 1/2 of a green pepper. And then I had mini sweet red bell peppers. Probably like 3 or 4 of them. If you added celery, this would be considered the Holy Trinity in Cajun cooking, Creole cooking. And hey, Narrative, what is going on? What's going on, Narrative? We making spaghetti for the 1,000th time. But we're making turkey spaghetti for 10 people. You see how I added that twist up in there? So I have not been cooking, and I've been doing a lot of time for tea, where we go over hot topics. It's like our daytime show. And so I've been doing that, and I haven't been cooking that much, but we are back in the kitchen. I'm mixing up a little drink right here. How's everybody's day been? What y'all been up to? I have not seen y'all in mobile view. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I do not miss the trolls. I don't miss the trolls. I miss everybody else though. And Gina said, have you ever tried the sweet snaps peppers? I used those in my pasta sauce for a lasagna recipe last week. No, I have not. But one of you guys, I'm not going to name any names because I don't want to out the person while they're not here. One of you guys owes me a lasagna recipe. And I have not yet received it. And I'm really upset because I have lasagna pasta noodles. But I'm waiting on one of y'all on the foodie gang to give me a recipe for lasagna. And you know who you are. Who here doesn't like onions? You know who I'm talking about. Where is my recipe? Where is my recipe for my lasagna? But I have not tried those, and I have a Facebook food group. We just hit 3,000 members. The one thing I really love about the food group is that I learned about so many different ingredients and cooking techniques that I never even heard of before. Oh, okay, so Zena said maybe they're called sugar snaps. Laugh loud, that's in my video. Are you talking about the green sugar snap peas? And I have some ruby here that I'm gonna mix with my this is what I'm making right. This right here, y'all, this is a whole root beer float with liquor. So I got my Jim Beam vanilla and my root beer. And yes, Zena, I believe, I know I have you on TikTok for sure. Y'all, make sure y'all subscribe to Zena's YouTube channel. And she be cooking, okay? Cooking. And not only does Zena cook a lot on YouTube, she does a lot on TikTok as well. Zena, you make me work harder. When I be seeing your, I think I need to get a new phone stand. Is the light flickering for you guys? No, Zena, I don't know what, I never heard of those before. Okay, as this sautés, you're gonna smell a lot of the aromatics come off of here. And what we're doing right now is we are building flavors for our spaghetti. Let me put these in here before I forget. I'm gonna go in with the mushrooms. And honestly, I think I'm gonna put probably like half of this in there. I might put all of it. I do like mushrooms. I'm just gonna put all of it. I do like mushrooms a lot. Okay, Zena, thank you. Zena says she'll send me a picture. Yes, y'all check out her YouTube channel. And follow her on all her social media platforms. Okay, so we're gonna saute that. Let me show y'all my drink. Cheers to being back in the kitchen. Finally. Okay, Zena, thank you so much. Okay, this is the part about cooking is like you gotta wait. That's the tough part in my opinion, is waiting. I might put a little bit more oil in here. You can also, I might put a little bit of butter in here too. I'm gonna put some butter. Okay, so if you are using ground turkey doesn't have a lot of fat the way ground beef does. If you are using ground beef that has a high fat content, you're gonna have to drain off your beef before building your sauce. But because I'm using ground turkey, let me check the music. Because I'm using ground turkey, it should not have a lot of fat that comes off of it. One of them popped out. I mean, if you see any big, like, mushrooms like this, you can break them in half. Break them up. So, we have our pasta that we gotta work on. We got our meat that we gotta saute. But for right now, we're just waiting. Hey, Angela, how are you doing? How are you doing, Angela? Welcome back. Welcome back. Make sure that you guys check out the live stream from earlier where we did the time for tea. So every morning during the weekdays, I'm trying to start this morning show where we sit down and we talk about the hot topics and we just drink our tea. Because a lot of times when we're in the kitchen and we're cooking, I'm moving around a lot. Sometimes I miss you guys' comments. We're not able to really talk. So during, the morning show during the week, we are able to really talk. And a lot of you guys ask me, well, when are you going to be live? And my hours are so sporadic, so I'm trying to do a morning show during the week. And so far, so good. Sometimes I'll take Wednesday off. Because I have the content coming out that day. Sometimes I'm here on Wednesday. But the time for tea, I absolutely love it. And another thing that we do, because it's 907 Goodies and we're always cooking, a lot of times when things happen, we don't get to talk about it. And so now we get to talk about current events, what's going on. And y'all can find me every morning during the week on 907 Goodies, time for tea. We're still going to be cooking. Still got that going on. Hey Tina, how are you? We are making turkey spaghetti for 10 people. So we are sauteing and sweating our vegetables right now. And we're just letting those flavors come out. We're going to start our ground turkey here in a little bit. Ooh, that sounds good, Tina. Tina said I'm making green chili enchilada sauce enchiladas stacked in my oven, y'all. That sounds good. I was just thinking about how I wanted to make some nachos. And I think I've been talking about these nachos for a minute. But I want to make some nachos. I love food. Let me just be honest. I just like food. Ooh, and just I love adding mushrooms to my spaghetti. Me too. And sometimes I don't because Ava doesn't like it. But you know what? She's gonna be alright. And somebody was telling me because Ava doesn't like it, I could blend it up. But I like them whole. Or I like them sliced. I like mushrooms and peppers in my spaghetti. Not all the time, but every once in a while, I like my spaghetti to be like, you know, extra. Today we're doing the extra. We're doing turkey spaghetti for 10 people. Shout out to Angela Hurd. She said me too. Okay, we got 2 Angelas in the building, so you know what that means. We gotta start using last names. We can't just say Angela no more. Okay. These veggies are looking good. Can y'all see? Do you have enough light? You have enough light? You need to get out some more light. Okay, so we're going to take these veggies off. We're going to get another pan hot and ready for our turkey, our ground turkey. Because ground turkey is meat, I am going to put some olive oil on the bottom of this pan. We're going to oil it just because turkey is very lean. Sometimes when you're using ground beef, you don't even have to do this if it has a lot of fat. But sometimes I like to put a little bit of oil down no matter what, just so that the ground beef does not stick. Oh, I'm like looking around it. Okay, I was looking for what I was looking for. Whoa. So while this pan's heating up, water is about to be boiling, so we're gonna start the noodles soon. Okay, Zena, thank you so much. And you guys, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It may take me a minute to message you back. I will get back to you. Okay, I definitely see why. Not saying that I'm so popular, I need somebody to help me. But I definitely see why people have people that manage their social media. Because it can be a lot. Like, I'm trying to create new content, and I got all these social media platforms. Like, it makes me not want to get no more platforms until I can get some help. Ooh, that sounds good, Tino. Tino said taco wonton cups. I saw a recipe for that, and I think we might have to make that one day. I made tortilla muffin cups, and they were really good. I like food like that. I like little projects like that where you get to like make stuff. You know, I like that. Ooh, taco wonton cups. That sounds good. And you making the enchilada sauce? Tina, where's my invite? Ooh, Tina said the wonton wraps are so crispy. Tina, where's my invite? Send me the recipe, Tino. And just I've seen those taco wonton cups. They look really good. I have not seen those, Foodie Gang. I have not seen taco wonton cups. I think I've seen wonton tacos. Have y'all seen those? I've seen those before, but that sounds good. Foodie Gang, we might have to make that. And now we are finally back in the kitchen. We have not been in the kitchen for a minute, it feels like. But we back. We back in the kitchen. So I got my peppers and onions sauteed. Ooh, Tina said with some fried ice cream. Okay, Angela sent me a recipe for Mexican fried ice cream. And I have all of the stuff for the Mexican ice cream. So stay tuned. Turn on the notification bell. Subscribe to the channel so when I do make it, you guys get notified. And thank you so much, Tina, for reminding me. And then, yes, Tina, I did say Foodie Gang. That's what y'all call y'all the Foodie Gang. I have a lot of recipes in my mind, and I'll forget about them until somebody will say something to me, and I'll be like, yes, that's a good idea. But Mexican fried ice cream, I have all of the stuff. We're gonna do that here very, very soon. Probably within like the next 2 weeks. Yes, Foodie Gang, gang, gang. Okay. But I went and I got a big tub of ice cream, right? So I was like, if I make the Mexican fried ice cream and I mess it up, I'm gonna have more to keep trying. Okay, so we got the ground turkey and we finna go in with that. Let me just, and if something happen and y'all go away or y'all fall, I'm gonna catch y'all. Don't even worry, Foodie Gang. Okay. And of course I'm still, that's okay though, that's okay. Oh, thank you so much, Angela. You know what? I always say I need to get more clothes because I have so many videos. And so it looks like the same couple of outfits. But I got like a whole wardrobe. But I got to get some more shirts because I'm always going live. And so it looks like I'll be wearing the same stuff. So I gotta get some more clothes. Okay, there we go with the turkey. We're gonna put the noodles in. Sometimes I crack my noodles in half, sometimes I don't. And when you put your noodles in, you want your water to be boiling. This water back here, as you guys can kind of see a little bit, it is boiling and it is hot. You want your water to be hot. And I did put a little bit of salt in this water. We're gonna do this whole box of pasta because, oh, here we go. This whole box of pasta because we're trying to feed 10 people. And you know what I'll say about going live? When I first started in my channel, I honestly wasn't going live either. I think that before you go live, you have to feel comfortable with going live. So I honestly wasn't going live, and what I would do, I would go on other people's lives to get more comfortable, you know. But I wasn't going live when I first started 907 Goodies. And when I would cook, it would all be pre-recorded, and I would edit it. But then when I found out that when you go live, you don't have to edit anything. Whatever happens, happens. Which is a good thing and a bad thing. But whatever happens, happens when you're live. If something falls, you gotta roll with it. You gotta take it. You gotta make it a teaching lesson. So I wasn't going live at first. You gotta work your way up to it. Everyone doesn't have to go live. There are some content creators that never go live. And they just do pre-recorded content. Whatever your content strategy is, It's okay. You know, like that's fine. Everyone doesn't have to do the same thing. Some people only do shorts. Some people only go live exclusively. Some people only do pre-recorded content. You kind of have to decide what is best for you and your brand. You know? And I will say this, when you do start going live, there's going to be trolls. There are trolls anyway if you're just doing pre-recorded content, but there are more trolls when you are live. So you have to have thick skin. You know? You gotta have thick skin because you will hear some crazy stuff. So I crack my noodles in half and then I put them in the water. But you will hear some crazy stuff from the trolls. You be like, dang, all that? I'm all that. So, but if you don't go live and you just do your shorts and your pre-recorded content, you'll probably see a troll or two in the comment section. But once you start going live, the trolls get amplified. And I say this, anybody that is going to be on social media, you know, you gotta have thick skin. You gotta have thick skin. And Zena said, wow, that's awesome. And it's true, yes. So work your way up to going live if that's what you want to do. If you never want to go live, that is absolutely fine. You don't even have to. It's totally up to you, and everybody's channel is different. But after you go live a little bit, you're like, this is so easy. I just plug up and talk. And for me, it kind of helps when you go live and you're doing something. In my opinion, it kind of keeps, you got something to talk about. So I'm just going through the turkey and I'm just cutting it up, making sure like there's no huge clumps. And we're gonna do a meat sauce. I know some people like to do spaghetti or meatballs. Whatever you do is fine. There is a little bit of liquid in here, but I don't think I'm gonna have to drain it. I can literally just turn this pan up and the water will cook out of here. And alright, Tina, thank you so much for sliding on by. And one thing I like to do, I put a timer on for everything. Okay, I'm gonna start adding the seasoning in here and adding everything to and start building our sauce. Here we go, here we go. Tina said, wait, I have a new name. Felicia Foodie Gang Gang Gang. I'm just going through and just breaking up the pieces of meat so they can be real small for when I start building my sauce. Before, when I used to eat a lot of pork, you know what I would like to do? I would like to use ground beef. I like using ground beef and Italian sausage. So good. So good. Okay, we got our herbs here. Oregano, Italian seasoning, and basil. We have some fresh garlic here. If you have ground beef, before I start adding all these seasonings, I would drain it. But, like I said, this is turkey, so the fat content is not the same. I actually had to add oil to this. A little bit of that Goya seasoning. We're going to put some Cajun seasoning. We're going to put a little bit of everything in our spaghetti. And keep in mind, it is turkey. Turkey doesn't have as much flavor, in my opinion, as beef. So you're going to want to add a little bit more seasoning. We got the salt and pepper. Hey, Angela. Angela said, do you ever use a potato masher to break down the meat? Works well for me. You know what, Angela? I have never thought of that. I will have to try that. And that's why I love coming here, sharing my cooking with y'all. Because a lot of my technique, or some of it at least, gets developed on this channel. I have never heard of that before. And I've never tried it. But when you're in the kitchen, keep an open mind, because you never know who you can learn from. We got Worcestershire sauce here. Carefully open this one. And like I said, the key to spaghetti is building those flavors. You want to get as much flavor in as possible. There you go. Can y'all see that alright? Okay, I don't know why it's like a glare on it for me, but it's probably because of the ring lights. Look at that seasoning. Building our flavors. We got garlic powder, fresh garlic, Italian seasoning. But we are not done. We are not done. We're gonna add our sauteed veggies. And just said, Worcestershire sauce. Look, I said earlier, I was like, I know I'm probably not saying this right, but everybody know what I'm talking about. Worcestershire sauce. That's what I say. But y'all know what I'm talking about. And just said, I can never pronounce it right. Me neither. I don't even try. But does anybody say it right? And then keep it so warm. I send a super chat with your thoughts. Super chat. Hit the like button. And we are finally back in the kitchen. And I'm over here stuck on this, Okay, what I like to do, I like to stir my pasta just to make sure it doesn't like form into one big clump. Okay, so we got everything in here. We got our turkey, we got our meats. We're gonna start putting a little bit of sauce in here soon. We'll start putting some tomato products up in here. It is smelling really, really good in my house right now. Really good. And this is is the smell that I have been missing because I haven't been cooking like that these past couple of days. So I've been missing the smell. We got our crushed tomatoes here. Our pasta. We got our crushed tomatoes here. We're going to just pour that in like that. Spaghetti always tastes better, in my opinion, the next day. Because all the flavors get to really sit and they get to live with each other. And you know, and they marry, and it just tastes so good the next day. And I love making spaghetti because there's always something left over, which is very nice. And I have an idea. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get 2 pans for our sauce. Woo! My bad, y'all. I almost got the stand. Hold on, y'all gonna see some flickering. Okay. We was finna have technical difficulties. We was finna have technical difficulties, Foodie Gang. Hey, Lomax, how are you doing? Welcome back to the kitchen. You have not, well, you missed the time for tea, that's true. But we have not been cooking like that here at 907 Goodies. We are back in the kitchen today. And I have a lot of sauce here, so I'm going to split it amongst 2 pans, which is what I should have did in the first place. But that's okay. I think I got a little something in my shirt. And then I'm going to see if I can set y'all up so y'all can see both pans, or y'all, I'll just leave y'all on the one so y'all get the right view. Okay, so we're gonna turn this down. We're gonna let our sauce just simmer. I have some more crushed tomatoes that I'm gonna add to it. I'm trying not to get dirty, that's why I'm looking like this. Trying not to get dirty, Foodie Gang. And then I have some tomato sauce that I'm gonna put half of this in each one. But we are making turkey spaghetti for 12 people. Let me just get cleaned up here. And we do have garlic bread this time. I know a couple of times I've come here, I haven't had garlic bread. And I was telling y'all because I'm trying to eat less bread. But today we got garlic bread. And it's that one of my high school friends' dads made spaghetti with fresh cracked pepper, black pepper all the time. It was so addicting. I knew somebody who made spaghetti very, very well. And one of the things that they taught me was to really build those flavors. That is the most important part in making spaghetti, is making sure that you have enough flavors. Now, we do have 2 pans on the stove. We're just going to let this simmer. I'm going to hop over here and drain off the spaghetti and cool it down so that it stops cooking. So we have this pan, and then we have the pan back there. So we got a lot going on, y'all. We got a lot going on. And you want to be very careful because it is hot. You don't want to burn yourself. And see, I said I'm all about that fresh cracked black pepper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cool my pasta down because my meat sauce is not yet ready. And then when I cool it down, I'm going to toss it with some olive oil. You want to toss your pasta with oil if you're cooling it down so that it doesn't stick together. It'll all turn into one big ball if you let it. That's what the oil's for. I swear, there's like sauce everywhere. It's like driving me crazy. And then in a little bit, I'm going to taste my spaghetti and see where we're at with the flavors. I have some more garlic back here in case I need more garlic. I always say that when you're cooking, taste your food. Taste your food, especially before you say it's done. You want to make sure that all the flavors are good. And Angela, what you disagreeing about out here? What you disagreeing? We are free to disagree. I'm one of those people where when people don't agree with me, I don't get mad. I don't get mad. I feel like everybody should feel differently. I don't get mad. Like, okay, that's cool. That's your opinion. That's okay. Okay, so the pasta is cool. Gonna toss it with some olive oil. Oh, Angela heard you said oil on pasta. So Angela, when you cool your pasta down and you don't put the oil, does it stick together for you? It always stuck together for me. And like if you're cooling your pasta down and then you don't oil it, it always sticks together for me. And when I would work in the restaurant, it was a big kitchen. So a lot of times we would make the pasta before it was time to actually serve it. And then we would just steam it for a couple of minutes before we actually would serve it. But we always put oil on the pasta. And it always sticks together for me when I don't put oil on it. But Angela said she don't need no oil. Her pasta don't stick. She knows the secret. And that is very true, Zena. As Zena said, it will be a dull world if we don't agree on everything. I agree with that. Also, I am just not, if you disagree on something, I'm not one of those people that's going to argue with you about what you think. I'm going to say okay, and I'm going to let you think what you think. But some people, if you say you don't agree with them, they want to argue with you. So there we go, turkey, spaghetti, but we're not done yet. But we made our meat sauce from scratch. We're going to taste this here in a little bit. Once you learn how to make Alfredo sauce and tomato sauce from scratch, and there are many different ways to make tomato sauce, everyone is going to add different ingredients. That's fine. That's fine. Some people are going to use store-bought spaghetti sauce. That's fine too. We are not judging. Because I'm going to be real with y'all. I done bought spaghetti sauce off the shelf myself. Oh, Zena says she does not break her pasta in half. Oh, Zena said, as an Italian, we don't oil it or break the pasta. You know why I started breaking the pasta? When I make spaghetti for my daughter and I don't break the pasta, it's too long for her to eat. And she'd be like slurping forever. So that's why I break it in half. And I feel like when you do break it in half, it's easier to eat. And there says, oh, okay, I break mine. Yeah, when you break your pasta in half, it makes it easier to eat. Sometimes when you don't break it in half, you'll be slurping forever. And then you look down, your whole shirt jacked up. But Zena, we love everybody, and I love hearing everyone's like traditions and everyone's background. One thing I will say is that with food, everyone is very particular about their food. Everyone is very particular about their food. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you grew up eating, that's what you're going to be used to. Okay, so we got our pasta sauce made. I just tasted the tomato sauce. It's actually really, really good. But I do have another pan in the back here, so I'm going to taste this pan too. This one tastes fine to me. It tastes actually really good. As this sauce sits, it's going to get more and more flavor. I'm going to taste this one back here though, and see what this is tasting like. If you're making food and you have two different pans, taste each pan. So we're going to taste this one right here. Okay. I turn this pan up. I turn it up, letting it cook. I'm going to add some more basil to the one back here. Oh, and we got the garlic bread. Oh, my bad, y'all. I just dropped some on y'all head. My bad. I just dropped something on y'all, foodie gang. Look. We live, baby. We live. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more basil in there. We're going to get our bread, or get the oven on. This is our bread right here. It's the garlic bread right here. I did not know this growing up. You can actually bake your garlic bread in that bag. My dad used to make extra garlic butter to put on his bread. And I used to do it too, but I'm not going to do it today because it's like, do I really need to be adding more butter to my food? I don't know about that. Not going to do it today. Okay, let me ask you guys this, foodie gang. Do you guys like to mix your pasta and your sauce together? Or do you like to put your noodles first and then your sauce on top? How do y'all like to eat your spaghetti? Oh, I'm gonna get this pan out of here. Get this pan out of here. And Andrew said both ways. Zena said nope. Zena, what you saying no to? What you saying yes to? Zena said nah, mix together. That's how you know Zena's real Italian. She said she's not mixing it together. I have eaten it both ways. I like to mix mine together though, so that the noodles can soak up the sauce. But I've had it both ways, and both ways are okay. But I do like mixing it together because I just feel like it really soaks up that flavor. And I'll be honest with y'all, when I was growing up, my mom would always mix our spaghetti together. I think like when you have kids, sometimes you just be doing stuff the quick way. So you can actually bake this garlic bread in the bag. But I do like to like open it and peek inside first before I just throw it in the oven. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just like to look inside real quick. So we got our sauces right here. So I've had my spaghetti both ways. I've had it not mixed in and I've had it mixed in. I like it mixed just because I feel like the noodles soak up the flavor. But I'm okay with either way. Like if I go to a restaurant and they serve, I'm expecting them at a restaurant to serve me with the noodles separately in the sauce. I think the next thing we're gonna do, foodie gang, is we're gonna start mixing together some pasta and some sauce. And then when the oven beeps, we're gonna put our garlic bread in. The garlic bread shouldn't take too long to make. And then we're gonna finish our food. We're gonna plate up. I'm trying to turn this sauce up in the back because the burner is smaller, so it's cooking a little bit slower. But this one in the front has like the perfect color. You can tell like the seasonings are starting to like really cook in there. And then And inside, yeah, I love using a loaf of French bread or French baguette to make my garlic bread. Garlic toast or pizza. Walmart always has those loaves under 150. Yes, they do sell the French bread by itself. And then I got this garlic bread. It's already like pre-made pretty much for $2.98, which is a good deal. You know, you got to think about that these days because everything's so expensive. So expensive. And I don't know when or if it's going down. Put some noodles in here. And we're gonna let these noodles just sit in here and soak up this flavor. And Anna said that is a good deal. Speaking of which, we do budget-friendly meals on 907 Good Eats, and we do meals that will not break the bank. Sometimes we do elaborate stuff. Sometimes we just keep it very simple and just do our, budget-friendly meals because we kind of have talked about it a little bit on Time for Tea, but we talked about inflation, people losing their jobs. It's getting really hard out here for people, so budget-friendly meals is kind of what everyone is, looking for. And the grocery store is so expensive now. When you go in, sometimes you're sad before you even pay. At least I know I be. And then we're going to put the rest of the pasta in here. You know the best part about this channel? Hey Kelly Reynolds, how are you doing? Hey Kelly, how is work going? How's everything going for you? We have been out of the kitchen for a minute, but we are back in the kitchen and we are making turkey spaghetti for 10 people. And we're just finishing up our meal. We're going to put our garlic bread in the oven because the oven has beef. And you can actually cook it in this bag. Sometimes after, what I'll do is I'll open it and I'll put it back in the oven so that the inside can get crispy. Sometimes. Okay, so we're making turkey spaghetti for 10 people. And Kelly said it's going great. Thank you for asking. And Zena said, I shop for my dad. He says try to keep it under $200. Then sends a list a mile long. And I'm like, it's difficult. Yeah. Because he's probably used to going into the grocery store and not having to spend so much and get a lot. But you know, it has really changed, turned around, and that's why when I cook, I'm always mindful of the cost. You don't see me wasting a ton of ingredients. I'm saving everything that I cook, whether I'm cutting up an onion or a pepper. I'm saving it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's getting real out here. Okay, so this is the first spaghetti, and then this is the second one. I'm gonna switch these burners because this burner in the front is a little bit bigger. I'm gonna give this one an opportunity to really cook. So we got a lot of spaghetti here. I already told my family that we having spaghetti. Okay, tomorrow we are going to do a time for tea in the morning. I already have some good subjects for us to talk about. I just didn't have time to set up that live stream before we got here today. But we have some good things to talk about. And Zena said he doesn't realize how high the prices are these days. I mean, it's honestly, it's unbelievable. And I'm scared to, when I went into the store, I didn't even look at the eggs. Just because I didn't even look at the eggs. I was scared to. And hey, outdoors, we are back in the kitchen from a long break. We're making turkey spaghetti for 10 people here. We got a lot going on. We have our garlic bread in the oven. And, yes, we got a lot going on. Cousin, how are you doing, cousin? We have been out of the kitchen for a minute. We are finally getting back to the kitchen, and I'm so happy to see some of you guys. I'm happy to see all y'all. Let me rephrase that. Happy to see all y'all. But what's going on, cousin? And Zena said, "Wow, Angela." So let me scroll up and see what I missed. And Angela said, "Yesterday I brought 2 bags of groceries and 2 24-pack of purified water. No meat, and it was $42. Right before we got here, I went to the grocery store, and I think I spent like $70. I didn't get no meat. I didn't really, get a ton of stuff, but I spent $70 at the store. It's, really gotta ration out those meals. Can't nobody be wasting no food. Like, you gonna eat all your food off your plate. I don't want to hear nothing about it. Okay, so we got our garlic bread in the oven. Let me get my little... Okay, we got a whole lot of spaghetti back here. We got a whole lot of spaghetti. And Ever 11 Hour says that bothers me. What bothers you? What bothers you? Oh, that she spent that much and didn't get no meat? Man, I don't know. One day I was like, you know what? I think I have to become a vegetarian. It's just not even a choice no more for some of us. Oh, okay. Ever loving Andrew told me to hurry up. Told me to hurry up. I'm waiting on the garlic bread. You know what? Sometimes after I cook, I'm not even hungry like right away. Sometimes I gotta wait. Oh yes. Okay, so I know some of these shots of the Italians. Y'all don't like the sauce mixed in with the pasta. I like the sauce mixed in with the pasta. Black people like, in my opinion, this is from what I know from growing up. We mix our pasta with the sauce. That's what we do in the black household. This is how spaghetti comes. Look, y'all gonna learn something. But if you are Italian, you like it with the noodles and the sauce separately. That's fine. This is how we do it in our households. Angela said that's true. Honestly, growing up, this is how spaghetti always came. But when you eat spaghetti like this, I'm telling you, the noodles soak up the flavors of the pasta sauce. When I was in the kitchen, sometimes we would serve it differently with the noodles and then the pasta sauce on top. But this is how we do it in the black household, okay? Yes, and some of you guys may not have any black friends. You may have a ton of black friends. But this is how we do our spaghetti. And Zena said, remember how I told you I was going to raise chickens again? Yes, you were talking about raising chickens and doing a whole lot more than me, girl. I'm not raising no chickens. I'm not raising no plants. The only thing I'm going to raise is a kid. That's it. Okay, I got my two bowls right here. Okay. Zena said, do you know the cost of a coop? The coop is where you have to house the chickens, correct? It's like the wire one with all the metal and stuff. And Tina said, I'm back just in time, Tino, just in time. King of the Queens, welcome back, welcome back. We are back in the kitchen after a long hiatus. We are back in the kitchen. I have been going live, but I've just been doing the StreamYard Live Time for Tea, where we sit down and we talk about hot topics and we talk about celebrities, politics, food news, and a little bit of everything. But we have not been cooking. So we're back in the kitchen today. Happy to see all of you guys. And Tina said, I would eat what you're making, but I'm not a big fan of turkey. And that is very common. A lot of people don't like pork. A lot of people don't like beef. Some people don't even like meat. But what I try to do here on 907 Good Eats is make something for everybody. I have a ton of spaghetti recipes. I even did a low carb spaghetti. So you guys see what I'm saying? I'm gonna put this back in the oven so that the top can get brown for a second. I've done a low carb spaghetti. I've done a beef spaghetti. I did one with pork and beef. I've done spaghetti a lot on this channel. And that's why we had those little twists in there with turkey. And she said, I'm all about red meat. Okay, so I already have some spaghetti recipes on here. We eat spaghetti all the time. Nothing new. But some people don't like red meat. And a lot of people do not like pork. So my sister gave me this, and I think we're gonna open it and we're gonna try some of this on top of our spaghetti. I think this is similar to Parmesan, but it's not Parmesan. Shout out to my Italians. Let me know if this will work on top of our spaghetti. No, we do not, King of Queens. Ooh, and Angela said I didn't like it until I had someone turkey spaghetti that was seasoned to perfection. Italians, is this like Parmesan cheese? Can I use this on top of my spaghetti? Squirrel! Y'all eating squirrel out here? And Tino, doesn't bolognese have the carrots in there? I've made it before. But doesn't bolognese have the carrots in there? That's the right one I'm talking about, right? Okay, so Aldor said I could put the cheese in there now. Okay, let me get my grater out here. We're gonna be doing some little grated cheese. Let me put a timer on here for about like 3 minutes. Just to get the top of that garlic bread toasted. And Tina said I wouldn't put that cheese in your spaghetti. So what I do, you know how when your cheese gets done, you put a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top? That's what I was going to do. I was going to put some on top. Do you put your cheese inside of your spaghetti or do you guys put it on top? And Tina said it's better over the bread. Why don't we do both? I put a little bit of cheese on top of my spaghetti when it is done. Why don't we do both? Let's find out. Let's find out together. Is this right or not right? Well, that's the wrong lid. That one ain't gonna work. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. And we're gonna pull our bread out of the oven pretty soon here. So we got our cheese ready to go. We're gonna grate a little bit of cheese on the top. And I don't think we're gonna need this garlic, so I'm gonna put this back in the fridge. When the oven first opens, step back and allow the air to come out so that you don't get steam burn. This is our garlic bread. Right here. Alright, everything is done. We are gonna start plating up. We're gonna start plating up. And yeah. I'm about to make some of my mashed tonight because I'm not Italian. But that's okay. And yes, this bread is what's hot. Right here. How is everybody doing in the chat? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What are you guys eating for dinner today? Y'all know what I'm eating. I'm eating spaghetti. What y'all eating at your house? There we go, there we go. And Tino, is that you with the stack? We know what you got going on. You got some good food going on at your house. You got some good food going on at your house. Okay, let me get this cleaned up. We got our bread here. Some pasta here. Get some sauce. Get some sauce on top. Get some sauce on top. Okay. Alright, y'all. We have to finish it up. We're finna hit it with that cheese. Remember that cheese I was telling y'all about? We're finna hit it with some cheese. So, cheese over here. And with the cheese. And y'all said put a little bit of cheese over the bread. We're gonna put some cheese over the bread. Just cause we extra over here at 907 Goodies. I'm gonna put some cheese over here. Everything getting cheese out here. Okay. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of parsley. There we go. All right. We did it, foodies. We did it. This is Cooking with 907 Goodies. We are in the kitchen. After a very, very long break, we are back in the kitchen. We are cooking. I'm going to do a taste test for a little bit. I got a whole lot of pasta here. I got to call a lot of people to come get this pasta. But we are back in the kitchen. Hey, El Chipo, how are you doing? El Chipo, they talking about me out here. They talking about me out here. They talking about me out, people. They talking about how I mix the sauce with the pasta. And I was telling the foodie gang that in black households, this is how we eat our spaghetti. With sauce and with pasta. And honestly, we would even have more sauce than this. But they talking about me out here, Chipo. I said, look, we black out here. Yeah. This is how black people eat their spaghetti. All together. And you know what's funny? I make spaghetti on this channel all the time. So one of the times that I was making spaghetti, me and El Chivo were actually talking about this. And she was like, I hope you mix your spaghetti together and you don't leave it out there with them cold noodles and the sauce. We actually had this talk before on this channel. And I think it's so funny. It is snowing outside. I'm really upset about this right now. Some big snowflakes too. But I'm in Alaska, y'all. And the snow melted, it went away, and now it came back. It's snowing right now as we speak. I just looked outside and got mad. But we were actually talking about this one of the times that I was making spaghetti. She was like, I hope you don't leave your noodles cold and then put a little bit of sauce on top. I said, no, Chipo, I mix it together. But with this, I love talking about food here because it's like everyone's food is very particular, because of what they're used to growing up, and what they do all the time. So it's just funny and it's fascinating hearing about how everybody likes their food. Some people will even come here and put their order in. And yes, El Chipo, that's exactly right. Everyone is different, and that's what makes it all unique. And one thing I love about food? I love how food is the universal language. We cannot speak the same language. We can have nothing in common, but we can go back and forth about food all day long because everybody has to eat. Everybody has food that they don't like and that they do like. And so it's just nice to have a place and to have a platform where we can all come and talk about our food preferences. Because I feel like so often we argue over what we don't disagree about or what we disagree about. And even if you disagree with someone, I don't think it necessarily has to be an argument. But it's nice to be able to talk about our differences. Nobody gets mad. Everyone walks away happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nice. We're all grown here. We should be able to talk about what makes us different without anybody getting mad. And Ever11 Outer said I ordered food in another country and not being able to read. It was a disaster. Hey Deb, how are you doing? I remember I was watching something, and I think I believe it was Kim Kardashian, but I'm not quite sure. But she was talking about when she goes to another country, one of the things that is hard is eating food because you can't just go to certain places and get a cheeseburger. Everything is different, So shout out to Ever11 Outdoors. Dub, we make spaghetti for 10 people. We have a whole bunch of spaghetti back here, but this is what we made, and I'm gonna try that for you guys. Hey Dan! Oh my goodness! I know that you guys all missed me while I was in the kitchen. I miss you guys too. I'm so happy to see some of you guys. No, Outdoors, I could not. I would have to just guess, and whatever happens, happens after that, right? And Dub said, I follow your spaghetti recipe. Only thing I forgot is some garlic bread. Okay, I make spaghetti all the time on this platform. I have so many different versions of spaghetti. I literally have a low carb version. I have an all beef version. I have a beef and pork version. I make spaghetti all the time. And I always do it a little bit different. But when I make spaghetti next time, I'm going to do the noodles and then the sauce. Because I haven't done that way yet. So that's another excuse for me to do spaghetti. I'll tell you, better the next day. Better the next day. Angela, I made 2 pounds of ground turkey. I mean, it's just so good. Let me smile real quick. Let me get some pictures. I'm finna get down. Okay. All right, y'all. And thus, I had to keep rewinding to follow how you make today's spaghetti. Yes, I always make spaghetti, and I always do it a little bit different. And honestly, you guys, I love spaghetti. So if you guys have any different versions of spaghetti that I can make, I would like that because I love making spaghetti. But the next time I make it, I've never made it on here with the noodles and the sauce separately. El Cheapo is not gonna like that live stream, but we're gonna do it anyway. Then we got the bread here with a little bit of the cheese on top. Usually people chop their pasta. I don't know what that's about. I wonder why. That's crazy. Chopping the pasta? Outdoors. I don't know who you're watching, who you follow, who's doing this. Don't follow. What the heck? They was chopping the pasta? Very unnecessary. I always say in the kitchen or in life, you want to work smarter, not harder. So, and Andra said pasta on the bread. What do you mean, like dipping it? Yeah, I'll be dipping it sometimes. Ooh, I know one thing. The one thing about spaghetti is it do be messy. And if you have a certain shirt on and you spill spaghetti on it, it's over. It's over. Oh. Aldora said he be stacking the bread and taking man bites. Yo, you know, when I come on camera, I gotta try to, like, not eat super. Like, some people be eating real nasty, but I try to kind of keep it cute a little bit. But when I'm not on camera, I do be, like, dipping my bread in the sauce, be getting messy. My shirt might get messed up. I'm telling you, when you use these thin noodles like this, it just soak up this sauce so good. Yeah. And it's hot. It's hot. But this bread right here, though. This is why I don't be doing the bread with this, because the bread would be so good. It'd be so good. Angela Her said, would you please repeat the garlic bread recipe? I had stepped out. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. So this garlic bread I actually bought from Walmart. And I cooked it in the bag so the label's kind of burnt. But it was almost $3. I think it said $2.98, $3. And the garlic bread was already made with the garlic butter already on there. You can purchase this garlic bread from Walmart. Angela was saying that she buys French bread and makes garlic butter. You can do that as well. But the garlic bread was already made, already ready to go. All I did was put the cheese on top of there. And I saved the label for the cheese. And it's a, I cannot pronounce the first word, but Romano cheese. Vodka Italy. You know, this cheese the cheese game is complicated, okay? They got a lot of names, a lot of words. And Audra said, we need those finger snapping recipe shorts from you. You know, when I first started making content, I was making like the 1-minute cooking lessons where it would be the cooking in a short. Do you guys want more of those? Do you guys want shorts like that where I cook everything in like 1 minute? This is the type of cheese. I cannot say this word. That's the type of cheese I use. Yes, yeah, that's the word. But I don't know how to pronounce it. But do y'all want those 1 minute cooking? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Them shorts, you see 1 minute, but that's a whole cooking session. But you know what I need to do, Foodie Gang? I have been watching a lot of other content creators and supporting, which is great. Nothing is wrong with that. But when you are watching these lives, you're not making content and you're not editing any videos. I have a lot of videos that I need to edit. I need to be in the editing studio more. I also have another YouTube channel where I make children's content, Ava's Playtime, and I have fallen behind. I've been struggling on the editing part of things, but we're gonna get back to it. Okay, we got turkey spaghetti for 10 people. Everything here is amazing and really good. Y'all ain't gonna get me. Cheers to a good meal. This is Cooking with 907 Goodies. We're back in the kitchen finally. I miss you guys. I miss cooking. We've been up here for almost 2 hours. I've been talking a lot. Okay, Angela came with a breakdown. Pecco Reno Romano. Did I say it right? Did I say it right? Okay, so tomorrow we're doing Time for Tea. I have some hot topics. There was a man who was locked inside of his house for almost 20 years by his stepmother. We're going to talk about that situation. Let me pause this because we're going to talk about that situation. He was locked in his basement or in the house. I don't think it was a basement. For about 20 years from his stepmother. We're also going to talk more about Angie Stone. I was watching a video before we got here. this woman thinks that she helped somebody out of the van. It may have been Angie Stone. Then Angie Stone allegedly, this is all according to her, this is all we speculating, giving our opinions. They think that Angie Stone was alive and was then hit by the semi. We're going to talk about all that tomorrow. And then, dang, there was another story that I was going to talk to y'all about. Oh, this is the story I was going to talk to y'all about. There was a woman that unalived her, I think it was her boyfriend, over breakfast. Tomorrow will be time for tea. We're going to talk about all these stories and we're going to break them down. We're going to talk about everything. And hey, Narratives, how you doing? Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Okay. But yes, we're going to talk about all those stories. And then later on that day, we're going to prep. We're going to do a lunch mukbang for Saturday. We normally do a Saturday Foodie Gang breakfast. It's going to be a Saturday Foodie Gang lunch. And the chat will be members only. So join the channel. Join the channel. Sunday, we are going to have the Foodie Gang food panel back here. So we got a lot of live streams planned out. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on your notifications so that when I go live, you do get notified. Also, if you're on Facebook, join the Facebook group. Foodie Gang fan page. Share your food with me. Share what you're making for dinner. Share, share, share. It's only fair. If I'm sharing my food with you all the time, you guys should share your food with me as well. And that is why we have the Facebook food group, so that you guys can share pictures. YouTube does not have it where y'all can share pictures in the chat. So if you're on Facebook, join the group. And Angela said, what are we eating Saturday for the lunch mukbang? So we have been doing mukbangs lately where we make a bunch of food and we eat everything. I'm not going to tell y'all yet what's going to be on the menu. I have a couple of items figured out, but I'm going to wait to tell y'all what's going to be on the menu for our lunch mukbang. But I'll give y'all some hints. Good food. It's going to be good food at the mukbang on Saturday. And we're going to be prepping for it on Friday. So tune into the channel. But leave a comment down below after this video airs. Follow me on my social media platforms. Turn on the notification bell. Join the channel. Join the channel. And if you guys have any, if you guys have any recipes that you want me to make, or if you have any recipe ideas, you can always leave a comment down below, or you can hit me up on my social media platforms. And so what you laughing for? I'm going to tell y'all later. Because if I tell y'all what the menu is, and you don't like it, you're not going to come back on Saturday. So I'm going to wait. No spoilers, okay? Now, if you are members only, you might get a sneak peek of the menu or the content coming up. But that's the only way. That's the only way. But I will see you guys in the comment section after this video's over. Leave a comment down below. Join us for time for tea and learn about hot topics from your favorite chef. But that's all for this episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good night. And this is Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank. Woo! That was a mouthful. But bye, you guys. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. We had a great time. And I am going to be thinking about those 1-minute cooking lessons. I haven't done them in a while. But we can definitely do that. But have a good day, everyone. Or a good night or day, depending on where you're watching from. And I'll see y'all next time. Foodie Gang Gang.